Come with me on this glorious Wednesday morning and we've got a Volvo S90 in for a full service. First thing you want to do is walk around the vehicle and make sure all your lights are working. Then we need to jump into the vehicle and make sure all your lights and instrumentation is working as it should do. And no warning lights is always a good thing during a service. Now before we send the vehicle up in the air, we're just going to back off the oil filter cap. It hasn't got a dipstick to pull out. Stupid idea. Now that we've got the vehicle in the air, we need to remove the belly pan just to gain access to the drain plug. Now that we've got the belly pans removed, we can jump around, get our 17mm, and we can just back off the drain plug. Oh, look at the state of it. Now that we've got the oil draining into our lovely little receptacle, we can work underneath the vehicle and have a look at all the suspension and steering components, making sure that all the alloy wheels have got no cracks in them. Work our way around to the back, just checking all the under trays, same to the rear wheels, and we can check all the suspension components and work our way back to the front, checking on the condition of the exhaust. Now while we're still waiting for the oil to drain out into the receptacle, we're going to go around and we're going to check the tyre sidewalls, check the condition of the tread depth, make sure we've got no wheel nuts missing, and we can also give it a shake side to side and up and down and check for any play in the steering. Now that we've got the front wheel off, we can have a better visual inspection of all the gaiters, hoses, anti-roll bar links, all the suspension and steering components, including the brakes. Now I have noticed that these brake pads are very low on this car, so I'm going to be advising the customer that it needs a set of brake pads. I'm going to repeat this process on all four corners of the vehicle. Now we've let all the oil drain into the little receptacle, let's put a new sun plug in and jump onto auto data, and we can see 38 newton meters. Then we can get it torqued up to spec. Now let's move around to the oil filter, put a brand new filter in and a little bit of red rubber grease around the rubber o-ring so it doesn't pinch it as you're tightening it up. And we can get that torqued up to 25 newton meters. Now we need to remove around to the fuel filter, which is on the passenger side of the vehicle underneath a little plastic tray. BMW, take note of this because it's a great idea. Anyway, let's get this new filter fitted. Now we've finished underneath the car, let's get all the covers back on. Now we're back underneath the bonnet, we do need to jump onto auto data. Because this vehicle hasn't got a dipstick, you do need to make sure that you're putting the correct amount of oil in. So let's get the oil in. Now we need to jump round to the air filter, which is held on with 6 T20s. Lift the lid up, and the old air filter is literally just in there. Get a hoover, make sure it's nice and clean, and you can get our new air filter back in. Then move round to the brake fluid, and we can check the condition of the brake fluid, which is absolutely perfect. And then check the condition of the coolant, and it was a little bit low, so I've just had to top it up with a correct antifreeze for this vehicle. And as you can tell, I have topped the screen wash up by all the mess. Anyway, now we've finished what we need to do, let's make it look like brand new. Now we've finished underneath the bonnet, we can work our way around to the passenger side, and we need to remove the cabin filter, and it is located underneath the glove box. 2 little clips, and it just pops out, slide it in. But before we put it back in, we're going to give it a bit of a aircon treatment. Once we finish with the cabin filter, we can go around all our door locks and hinges with a bit of spray grease. And then we jump in the car, jump onto the computer, reset the oil service light, and make sure that the oil level is absolutely sweet. And there we go, that is a full service on a Volvo S90. All I've got to do now, torque the wheels up, check the tyre pressures, stamp the service book, and get it sent.